GETTYEvery EU measure objected by UK has been passed into law. Campaigners said the statistics showed that if Brussels was prepared to ignore Britain's views while we were in the Union, it was misguided of anti-Brexit groups to claim the UK could retain influence by staying closely tied to the EU's single market. Since last June's referendum, the UK has taken part in 102 votes of the EU's decision-making Council of Ministers, said pro-Brexit group Change Britain. Of these, the UK voted against or abstained, which is also regarded under the rules as opposing 17 of the measures, or about 17%. All subsequently went on to become law and could cost the UK £64 million. This is why we must take back full control of our laws and deliver a clean Brexit. Casella Stewart, former Labour MP and leading Brexit referendum campaigner Casella Stewart, chair of Change Britain, said, "Those who argue we should stay tied to the EU's single market in order to influence policy are deluding themselves. The fact is that Brussels already ignores our concerns, and this will only continue if we remain answerable to EU law without being a member of the bloc. This is why we must take back full control of our laws and deliver a clean Brexit." Measures where the UK has abstained or voted against since the referendum include creating an EU framework for regulating ports, which now Brexit Secretary David Davis previously warned would undermine ports' commercial freedom and could impact investment and jobs. GETTYM Stewart highlighted why Britain must take back full control of lawmaking power. Several of the measures had budget implications totaling more than £470 million, of which Britain's share as an EU member would be nearly £64 million. Theresa May has made clear that leaving the EU means living the single market and customs union. But MPs and others fighting what they call a hard Brexit argue that the government should negotiate for Britain to stay as closely in line with the single market rules as possible and press for continued influence. Pro-EU groups are likely to counter Change Britain's findings by stressing that the losing votes in question account for only a minority of new Brussels directives and that EU voting records do not take account of the whole process. If passing a measure into law, this includes negotiations that may take place after a vote that could result in changes to make the item acceptable to the UK.